For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
Delivery Chalan. It is mandatory for the custom broker to keep a record of every activity that he does. So whenever he takes delivery of an import consignment and is sending it to the warehouse or the factory of the importer, it has to be accompanied by a document that he issues, which is called a delivery chalan, and acknowledgement of having received the cargo covered by that chalan has to be given by the warehouse or the factory of the importer. Delivery order. On an import cycle, the carrier is the person who brings the cargo to the country. Customs is the agency which clears it for import clearance, and the custodian is the agency who actually physically delivers the cargo to the importer. So the document that the carrier issues addressed to the custodian giving the details of the relevant import and stating that this can be delivered to the person whose name is mentioned in that document is called a delivery order. Drawback. In Indian customs, there is a concept that whenever any goods are exported, every type of import duty which went into the raw materials, components, consumables used in the manufacture of that item would be refunded to the exporter. It is this refund which is called drawback. It is not an incentive, it is only returning of duties, that is drawing back duties paid. Drawback declaration. This is a statutory declaration that every exporter has to give to customs at the time of making an export for claim under drawback. It has relevant details of the export, and it is a declaration that the exporter gives to say that whatever is contained in the documents is true and correct, and he will be bound by the drawback regulations of the country, and he will submit the bank realization certificate, and if he does not do that, he will return the drawback amount collected from Indian customs along with interest. Dual use. This word's dual use means that it has more than one use. These are very commonly used when we clear cargoes meant for chemicals and drugs. So whenever any item is to be imported into the country or exported out of the country, it is to be taken a no objection certificate has to be taken from the office of the Assistant Drugs Controller. But very often there are commodities which have both drug application and chemical application. So whenever we have an import of this nature or an export of this nature, we use the word that the commodity has a dual use. And it is thereafter, if it is for a chemical usage, then the ADC is given instructions that this does not fall under the drugs and clearance may be given. If it is used for drugs, then the ADC will give its no objection by completing the documentation formalities. Duty payment. On every import consignment, customs duty along with IGST and certain other types of duties in some cases has to be paid. Whenever this payment is made, we use the word duty payment. If it is pending, we say duty payment pending. If it is paid, we say duty paid. So duty payment is one of the most important factors in an import clearance, and out of customs charge can be given only after payment of customs duty. There are cases now where we have deferred payment of duty, but still the phrase remains duty payment.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.